Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be doing some Goddess Boho locks and going over some mental health tips that I discovered on my last mental health affliction. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So right here, I am about to prepare my hair to be braided. I just washed it and I'm going to blow dry it and separate it. Being able to do this style at this particular time means so much to me because I was coming out of a very hard mental health affliction, and I can't even explain the process and what exactly I experienced, but I do have some tips that I took away from what I was going through and some thoughts that I experienced while I was going through it. I'm watching a movie. One of the movies that I watched very often was Encanto and Moana. Those are Disney movies, and I watched those movies because they had a sense of spiritual assistance in them. They made me feel good, and what I learned and what I identified when dealing with mental health issues, whether it's anxiety or depression, looking at things and hearing things that give you hope and make you feel good, those are the things that help you get through the darkness of depression and anxiety. And that's just from my experience. Now, these are just some holistic approaches. By any means, if you're experiencing something more severe, I do encourage you to speak to your doctor, but you can also try these holistic approaches to help also, because I am a firm believer that the body does respond well to holistic approaches as well. Also, as I am going over some mental health tips, go ahead and check out the video. I'm showing the hair, and I'm also showing the steps in how I'm doing my hair. It's kind of like a 2-for-1. I'm teaching how to do a hairstyle, kind of like a hairstyle tutorial, but also wanting to give some voice towards mental health and some tips to help someone who might be in need and who also wants to do their hair. But anyway, right there, I'm just attaching some hair, some braiding hair to my hair so that it can give the curly look at the ends. That is the Marley hair. It's not even Marley hair. It's actually it's called Curlypop, but that's the hair that I'm wrapping around to make it look like a lock. So those are the names of the hair. All right, so what I really wanted to address in this video as well is dealing with mental health. Any type of mental health affliction is very hard because when your mind is attacking your body and affecting how you think and how you view things, you kind of just feel lost. You feel misunderstood. You don't really know which way to go, right? So one of the things that I always believe in is when my mind is being attacked or I can't think straight, that is a time for me to really lean into my faith. Because I know that for me, I'm always going to go to my higher power, and I believe in God. I believe in the Most High. I believe in Jehovah. And I believe that anything that we experience, any type of hardship, whether it's mental or physical, there are solutions, and we ask and we will receive the guidance and the solutions. And then we have to go towards the answers that God gives us, and He will give us the tools. So what I was able to do and what I did was I reconnected with my beliefs. I renewed my mind, and I had to incorporate a better sleep hygiene routine. I learned that the body is very smart. The body is very smart, and what you do to your body routinely, it remembers it, okay? So if you are doing something, it's kind of like muscle memory. I don't know if anyone uses that term or understands that term, but it's kind of like you're able to do it in your sleep, right? The term muscle memory is more so you do it so many times to where your brain just does it on autopilot. So like I said, the body is very smart and it memorizes what you routinely do. And then it takes on this cruise control, right? You can just relax and your body is just going to do what it normally does. And I learned that I was training my nervous system to stress. I was training my nervous system to worry and overthink. And this happened over a course of some years. But I didn't realize that I was doing this to myself until I had my mental health affliction. And my nervous system was really shot. I was very anxious. I was having paranoid thoughts. I was just experiencing a mindset that was not what I normally experience. I experienced depression. I experienced some really dark and agonizing thoughts. I'm not going to get into too many details, but I had to remember who I was. I had to remember who I was, and I had to get out of the darkness because I knew that wasn't who I was. I knew that that was a symptom of me manifesting stress and anxiety and overthinking and not processing it and not dealing with my stress properly. So I was training my nervous system, and then eventually my nervous system just manifested sleeplessness. I wasn't able to sleep. I had anxiety, and overall my nervous system was dysregulated. One of the things that stood out to me was my ability to not sleep. Literally, I couldn't sleep. I would doze off and my body would jerk out of its sleep and wake up. When it would do that, I realized that was because my I have a younger child. He's 3, and I realized that over time, that's how I was used to being waken up. I was used to being scared because either my baby would wake me up, or my older children, they would come in my room and startle me out of my sleep. So I was in this constant fight or flight. My nervous system was in this constant fight or flight mode. And so when I was waking up in that way, I was like, oh, this reminds me of how my sleep continues to be interrupted. So I had to retrain my body. And then I had to tell my children, we all go to sleep at this time. I cannot have any interruptions during sleep. Now, this took a month, a little over a month, for me to get my system back to where it was. And I had to meditate day and night on my scriptures. I had to stop doing stressful things. Literally, I had to take a break from working. I was not able to work. I could not deal with any stress. I don't know if you've ever had a really bad headache. Like, my brain hurt so bad to where I couldn't even think. Like, if I was thinking, my brain would hurt so bad. That's how stressed and overworked and dysregulated my nervous system was. It was really, really bad. And I think it's called burnout. Yes, I had it. I had symptoms of burnout as well. So I had to take a break from everything. Luckily, I have a schedule where I'm able to take off, and I was able to take care of myself. But to get my nervous system back together, I had to get back rooted in my faith and my beliefs so that can counteract the unproductive patterns I taught myself without noticing. So these are some takeaways. I highly recommend a daily walk. So get outside, get fresh air every day, 15 to 20 minutes, on top of exercising regularly. I also recommend no caffeine. If you have anxiety, I highly recommend no caffeine, no processed sugars, but drink some herbal tea, lavender and chamomile preferably, or something that is calming. Eat brain healthy foods. I started eating nuts and seeds more. Regular Bible and devotional time. So I start my mornings off this way and I end my nights this way, and I pray before I go to sleep. Regular moments of stillness. The brain doesn't need to think all the time, nor was it designed to think all the time. It needs time to rest, and it needs time for a break where it's not thinking. Also, weekly self-care leisure activities for yourself. It's so easy to forget about ourselves and we always put everyone first, but I want to give you permission to put yourself first and don't feel shame about it and don't feel guilty. Those feelings are of the devil. You don't need to feel guilty for taking care of yourself. God wants you to take care of yourself. He wants you to make yourself a priority, because when you take care of yourself, you're able to have a full cup and you can fill those around you. If you're running on empty, you can't do anything. You can't fill those around you. That's what I learned about my when I had my mental health affliction. When I was feeling so low, I was not able to be my full maximum capacity happy self, and I did not like that. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be loving. And that's another thing. When you are feeling something that's not you, challenge yourself to say, hey, how do I want to feel? And say, I want to feel like this. I don't choose to feel down and sad. And allow that thought to permeate your heart, and don't worry how it's going to don't worry about when it's going to get there. Just know that you will feel happy, and just know that you will feel like yourself, and then enjoy the moment of stillness of what you're doing in that moment, whether it's outside and you're feeling the wind in your hair, you're watching a movie and you're laughing, or rather it's you washing your hands and you're able to feel water through your fingers. Gratitude helped me out a lot. I was very grateful that my body was able to function on its own. I was able to do things on my own. I woke up knowing who I was. Just those simple things of gratitude will really put you back into perspective of everything is okay. You're not going crazy. You just need a moment to thank the Most High for what you do have, because we are so blessed. We are so beyond blessed, and we have everything we need and more. I really hope this video helps you. I'm really in a better space now, and I hope this tutorial on how to do some goddess boho locks has put you in a good space as well, and it inspires you to do your own hair. As you see at the end, I am just cutting away like the frizziness. That's some herbal essence mousse. I've never used mousse, but I really like it. I'm gonna start using it more often. But I'm just making it defined, and it really came out so cute. I'm very pleased with this hairstyle and the hair that I used. This is the final look, and I hope you try it. If you do, comment and let me know how it looks.